What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another live. I am actually a little bit late. As you know, I start at 9:30, but yeah, almost an hour late. So usually what I do is I set an alarm and I go to sleep, and this alarm wakes me up, and then I get up and then proceed with my trading session. But today, I don't know what happened. Like, I picked up the alarm, stopped it, pretty much like blackout, and then yeah, I'm pretty much back asleep with my phone in my hand, and then I was like, oh shit, it's time to start streaming. I got up, got to the screen, and yeah, it's an hour late, so that was strange. Probably didn't get enough sleep today. It was a pretty big day, so I spent most of it just on the blockchain, getting familiar with Polkadot. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Participating in some airdrops, doing a bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, here on the charts we have BTC. Oh yeah, also, oh my bad. So also, I've moved my funds out of FTX just because of those like insolvency issues thing, and because I've decided to go on chain. So I'm trading on DYDX now, and this is cool. They got some different advantages, or just things that I like, and I actually noted them down because I want to make a video about this. But pretty much my trading fees are much less. I earn rewards on my trades. I get to like get into competitions, as you can see, like I'll probably be in bronze or something. Minimum equity $500. Promotion to silver will be trading in the top 50%, so that's sick. Let's see what silver is. Minimum equity, going into gold, you gotta hold 100 DYDX, have 9k, and be in the top 25%. And I guess from gold going into platinum, this is getting tighter and tighter. It's pretty sick. How many people are in this? Yeah, so there's these competitions which will be really cool to participate in. You get to earn prizes, which is like these NFTs, which they have called hedgies. I haven't looked too much into these NFTs yet, but they're pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, also staking the token gets you earning percentage of the fees on the protocol. So that's that's pretty cool as well. It's a pretty nice it's a pretty nice platform, like nice UI. So I haven't actually traded on it yet. Tonight would be the first night. Heading over into the charts. Look, not too much has happened. I see that price has formed a London range, but we're yet to break through this range. And pretty much what I want to see is a break through the range to sort of generate some sort of like liquidity to run to. But we haven't got that on Bitcoin. But if we look over onto the DYDX, we do. We had a break to the downside, which is telling me that we're generating some sort of liquidity to the upside, which price is going to run to. I'm out of water as well. It's so damn hot today as well. Like, I'm almost sweating right now, just sitting in my seat. Just a robe on. So yeah, what it's telling me is that, okay, look, we've swept the London lows. Where's liquidity being engineered, and where are we going to see price try to run to? So we got that here. We also have that here. So we had the first run, sort of like the first move here, which took out buy stops, engineering sell stops, which we did, grabbing that. But honestly, like, I don't like how weak this move from the sell stops is. If this did really grab some major liquidity, we should see a really strong push to the upside, which will then in turn push BTC to the downside, which is the like where I want to see it tap into. So at the moment we got a buy stops here with fair value gap, order block, but yeah, and then highs, and then same thing, continued fair value gap as well. So you got all that liquidity up there. Down here, not so much. So I am looking like I am more bullish this session, to be honest. Also because considering the power of 3, look, we opened the day like here. We've been trading at a pretty heavy discount. Yeah, so we've been trading at a pretty heavy discount today. We haven't really had a stab at like liquidity to the downside yet. I mean, the entire day, I guess, has been a move to the downside. But I want to see what we've tapped into. Like, could this be the order block here? Like, this red candlestick? I mean, this was the last, like, downwards closing candles, which created a move to the upside, which shifted market structure and opened a fair value gap. So I do think this is an order block, which price has reacted nicely to. Just gonna change this. These are the sell stops which I want to see get taken after this move up here. Alright, so there's the order block tapped into. This fair value gap as well. Not fully balanced, but we did tap into it. Let's see on the 5 minute maybe. It was already mostly balanced. Well, that was balanced. Oh, so where did price go to just here? So I want to see if there's any possibility that price may be dropping further, or if we've gone as low as we like should. So is that as low as you go? And no, there's an open fair value gap to the downside here. If I do that. Okay, I'll go to 15 minute. So I'm thinking if we do see price come down to sweep to the downside, then this is where we may go before like any sort of movement up, but that does look like it's quite a while away. So I'm just seeing a lot of buy stops being accumulated here. Price seems very indecisive, but I do feel like we're going to see a strong break either to the downside or to the upside. But with my plan, like, I'm just waiting for a sweep on either the London high or the London lows. But since we haven't seen either, it's hard to sort of know, you know, what could happen or what to look for. But all I know is that, like, one of those two things need to happen. And especially seeing that we do have still like some further downside to travel if we were to fill up any like imbalances. We do need to reach down here, so it's a little bit hard to tell. My targets are to the upside, as I have mentioned. Why? Because that's like the last swing of yesterday. It's above these relative equal highs. There's a fair value gap just above it within an order block, a bearish order block. Yeah, that's mostly it. Also because you know, we started the day very bearish. We're trading at a very premium, oh sorry, we're trading at a very strong discount, so I'm looking for price to return, go back premium, and I want to see it take out these buy stops essentially. Probably a little bit more visible here. So these buy stops above this last daily swing high, which will also fill in the rest of this fair value gap on the daily. If we go over into the hourly, the 15, yeah, so it sort of just balances in that fair value gap. So that's where I do see the most liquidity. Also, you can see here, during the weekend, price pulled back, creating buy stops to be swept before downside moves. So pretty much that's all, like all these down here. And throughout the weekend, so look, today's what, 7th, so all through from the 5th. Yeah, so pretty much all here. So I do feel like after all like this downside move, there is a lot of liquidity to the upside to be taken, but to have that be taken, I need to see that move to the downside, like get swept. So I want to see a fake move to the upside, so preferably a break of the London highs and then sweeping through the lows that were created, and then from there I would like to try and find my entry. But as you can see, we're currently still ranging and there's not much we can really do about it. So don't need that, don't need that, because like I said, we're still looking for some sort of London, the London highs or London lows being broken. The US dollar gave us an indication as to like what may happen, having a little break to the downside, but it's not like, you can see that there wasn't a very strong explosive move to the upside. There wasn't that displacement that, you know, I usually look for, so it kind of invalidates that for me a little bit. Especially came up, couldn't break the last swing high, sort of formed this little double top to be broken. So we got here back into this order block. Looks like we may see price pull down from here. That will be slightly bullish for Bitcoin. Also, I'm pretty sure there is like some news coming out tomorrow and Thursday as well. So maybe price is just being very calm, very stable, like at the moment, because it's waiting for the news. That could be entirely possible. Yeah, it's not really doing too much. It's probably a nice bunch of liquidity down here below these lows. It's triple low above these areas too, but it's not like too important, I guess. I'm not really looking to take any trades within the range, I don't think. I mean, if I try and break down the market structure and really figure out like what this move is, I mean, look, it's hard to say. I would assume maybe like this swing here would have been the intermediate term low because it filled this fair value gap. It's got a higher intermediate term high to the left and to the right. But since that was broken, the long-term lows should be what's targeted down here. So do we still have some downside like price action? We may, but that would mean we have to see some bullish movement on the dollar index. But the dollar index does not look bullish. Here's the London range. Start the day. He had a push to the upside. Sort of, I guess, grabbing liquidity, making this strong move to the downside. And now I am looking for short-term bullish movement and then bearish down to this green line. The reason why, because it's below these relatively equal lows and it taps into the fair value gap in here. And yeah, so I mean, a more accurate, or not more accurate, a more, yeah, I guess like accurate according to my plan would be down here, because this is where the order block is. These are the downwards closing candles which created the move to the upside. So I guess here is more appropriate. Yeah, so essentially I'm looking for price to sweep these lows here. Looking for price to take those lows before going up, but it looks like this may be a very important area. So if we see this dropping that much, we are going to see price on BTC really pull up. But before that, I want to see price pull up to melt down, which means BTC is going to go down to fly up. Hence why, you know, targets here. So I got the bullish bias. So, like I said, I'm looking for price to pull down before coming up. How far down are we going to pull back? I don't know, but we do have the possibility of pulling back down to this level right here. Will it happen in this trading session? I don't think so. I did see a tweet from ICT saying like it might not be a clean trading session because it is the first day of daylight savings. People may be thrown off, so just take it easy. And that's exactly what I'm doing and considering right now. So for the downside movement before going long. Price does look very, very stable. But I feel like this happens before we see some strong movements. Just want to see some lows get taken. Just want to see this fly. Yeah, so technically, like, I stopped trading at like 12 p.m. New York time, so I still got a bit of time, even though I was late to the charts, but lucky I didn't really miss out on much. Guess this is internal London range. I'm just being tricky with it. Alright, so what I've just labeled is the intermediate term low, intermediate term high. When these are broken, then price tends to move in that direction pretty strongly, and it looks like we've just broken through the intermediate term high. And the reason why I've labeled this as an intermediate term high is because it filled in this fair value gap. The reason why this is an intermediate term low is because that filled in this fair value gap. Alright, so I want to see some sort of price movement which shifts market structure, so sweeping through these highs and then a pullback into this fair value gap. I guess what we'll see from there is the pullback which we're looking for on BTC. So let price play out a little bit. This is a BTC short opportunity unfolding. Because I guess taking a position from within the range would be targeting one of the ranges. So if I was to be aiming short, I would not like to take it unless I'm in a premium market. So I would not be looking to go short unless I'm in here. At the moment, I'm in a position to go long. So it's not a trade I'm looking to take actually. But as you can see, the reason why a long would be appropriate here is because we are trading in a very heavy discount market on the daily range on the dollar index. So yeah, just waiting for price to pull down, tap into this fair value gap. Like to see the rally, which should send BTC down. Yeah, it's so like quiet. BTC, look at what is this price action since 9:30, like Since 9:30, we just got to sweep to the downside. And that's all that's happened. We pull to the downside, then we've had price consolidate. Could this be the manipulation? Consolidation? That's not how it works. It's consolidation, manipulation, expansion. We're gonna see price break out of its range here. Boom, there's the tap into that. Now, are we gonna respect it? Is price gonna pull up from here? To pull up, we'll see sending price down. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we had a stab into this little order block, but the fair value gap has been filled. So I am expecting to see price pull back up. Okay, that's sort of pulling BTC into a yeah, we've crossed into a premium market. So now, if I wanted to take shorts, this is an appropriate place to take shorts. We've just taken out these highs, we've taken out this, stabbed it into this order block. This fair value gap was already filled. Right, so this was not tapped into. So as long as this last swing low holds though, I do see price making this reversal to the upside. As long as this swing holds. Failed to break above the intermediate term high, so it looks like we're coming for the lows. Yeah, so definitely not enough liquidity was swept. So it looks like we're coming for a pullback into more before making the move to the upside. So more than likely we'll probably see this swing low be swept. I mean, the fair value gap's already been balanced. How they close is lower, but not in the 1 minute. So it's holding barely. Price just needs to hold above that level. Otherwise it won't hold. seeing price push right through. So possible areas where we could see price pull into. I would like to look into this area here. I would like to see price at least pull into this area if we're gonna attack London highs without being able to break through the lows. Here's DYDX, my wallet's not connected yet. But that's okay, we're still a bit far from the trade. This is going to be a swing low being formed before price pulls up. Alright, looks like price is picking up some volatility at the moment. Same with BTC. Candlesticks are getting slightly larger. We're breaking out of ranges. I mean, look, honestly, I'm sure there's shorts that you can take from here. At least into there. Let's balance out so that shouldn't break. Alright, so dollar index has seemed to found a local bottom. We'll find out in just a bit if that really is a local bottom. Our price is spazzing out like that. We found the liquidity we're looking for to continue to the upside. It's not a real trade, so let's get rid of that. So we may see price tear up if this keeps going on. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty grim day for BTC. Swing low. Those got taken out. A generic buy stops. So I am honestly like, yeah. Buy stops. Down. Done. Look, we've only got an hour left for the trading session, so it doesn't look like much is happening this Monday. Because, yeah, like, nothing's hitting my plan yet. We still haven't seen the London lows or highs be broken, so it's not too much I can do. It looks like this is going to be a PM session trade, so what I could do in that case is, if the PM starts at 1, from 12 to 1, so in 2 hours from now, for me, local time, that's 4:30, so I could possibly get up during the late PM session to take a trade, but I doubt it. Still not too much happening. It's just gonna be one of those days. Well, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow during my Crypto and Chill live stream. We'll be able to analyze what actually happened and how things played out while I was asleep. BT still shredding higher. But everything's like pumping. ETH. Dot's doing nice. So yeah, everything from the weekly perspective. Is this the bottom? I don't think so. Still do see further downside for the market, to be honest. Ooh. Don't even need any of this analysis. Wait, that's weird. Like, the rest of the market's green. BTC's down. That's weird. What's going on there? Oh, that's really weird. Everything else is up. And BTC is moving up as well. There's no significant like sells to be made until we've broken this last high up here. But then again, look, there's too many trades I'm looking for within the London range. I want to keep things simple. I want to protect my capital. I just want to wait and see when price breaks out of this range, which is then going to lead to like a whole lot more price action. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's too early at the moment for me to trade it because price hasn't really developed properly. maybe potential shorts into there, but yeah, like I said, it's not a part of my plan. That's a greed kicking in. Look, I'm pretty exhausted. I honestly don't think that I'm going to see the setup I'm looking for today. I mean, with this triple top, now it's making things a little different. It's making it look real juicy. Because then a pullback into this fair value gap would be my long entry. But then again, there's a triple bottom here too, which it looks very easy to smash through. We'll see if there's enough, if the liquidity's there. Like, where is more liquidity, I wonder. Look, here's the gaps in here. It's a lot of choices to be making. There we go. Alright, here comes price. Is it just going to balance this? Or are we taking out these lows? That's the question. Because I do want to... It would be appropriate to take longs from there. If this is trading... If we're trading within the London zone. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm feeling a little bit too tired to sort of sit here and wait it out. Like, I just feel like my mental performance isn't going to be there. So I'm going to make the decision to cut it there and just leave it for tomorrow. There's no point trying to squeeze out a trade if I'm just not feeling mentally there. I just don't think I got enough rest before this trading session. And it's not really playing out so nicely. It's just taking so long. When it gets to that point, I think it's just worth waiting for the next day. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks for stopping by if you stopped by, and